Hey everybody, welcome to part 2 of WTF is Redstone. Over there is my mechanism that didn't work, and I'll leave that there, and I'll come back to it again at a later date. Like I could just let that finish, but I think instead of just spending the entire episode trying to do that, each episode is going to at least start off with something new, just so I get some sort of variety out of it. And this is a thing and a mechanism with a pressure plate that I know will work. I hope. Here we go, it's a dispenser, and everyone knows what dispensers are best used for. Arrow turrets. Actually, that's a fun little side note. I always notice in people's videos, most of the time when I watch them, they never shift click. I mean, I'm not complaining, do whatever you want. But you always see a lot of people just like kind of clicking and dragging or whatever things down their inventory. And it's kind of thinking that'd be so much quicker to shift click. I know shift click is a bit more precarious now that it, like especially when you're crafting, that it does the entire stack instead of just individual things. But still, I know I never see people shift clicking. I always do it. But anyway, sorry, dispenser. There's arrows in it, and then I'll put a a pressure plate here. Click. Nothing's happening. However, if I put this here, oops, sorry. Right, okay. Pressure plates don't work, but for example, if you were to do this, it shoots an arrow over here. Actually, yeah, it shoots an arrow over here. What the... Oh, that was just that arrow. I might as well, make it fancy. Oh wait, what colour is the bullseye? Actually, I'll make the bullseye white because the arrows will show it more. Here we go. And, yes. Here we go. There's my target. And so now, when I push this, another cool thing I notice about dispensers is that they're inaccurate. Well, they're not inaccurate, obviously, but they're random. Like the first one hit the bullseye and that's where I marked the bullseye, but the second one was off center. And I pushed another one and it didn't even reach it. So they're all random. I'm just still waiting for like a kind of a programmable rapid fire one. Because like if you place a lever here, or lever if you're American, but I'm Irish so I say lever. You can't just like switch it to the on setting, if you know what I mean. You press it once and that's all that happens, it shoots one. And so anyway, what I want to do is put a pressure plate right here, for example. And now if I'm to put redstone just trailing along from here, this won't do. Because it's not attached to anything, it's still in the wall. And even if you knock out the wall, it's not going to do anything. And even if you place it underneath it, it's still not going to work. So what you have to do, actually I'll hold on to the bricks in my hotbar as well. Where's the bricks gone? Oh, they're at the top. So I'll clear out this white wool. And these, and these. If I put it here, and then have redstone on top, then by all means, it should work. But for some weird, annoying reason, it didn't work. And that's what I don't get. And so instead, I will remove this block and place here. Oops, wait, no. Put this block here, put redstone on top of it. That's an arrow. And even then, if you put it here, it won't work. That just creates a circle. And redstone doesn't need to be there. Oh, it should be here now. Whoa! That hit me. It bounced off me, in fact. That's funny. If you're on creative mode because you're technically invincible, then arrows just bounce off you. Anyway, I'm gonna stop doing that now. And I'll refill the dispenser with the arrows. So yeah, that's what happens. You can't just have straight forward and around. I don't know if the circuit has to be a certain length or what. but it worked eventually. I'll put it that way. And but now nothing is going to hit the target, but it still works as a trap. So for example, I'm walking along, boop, ow, I got shot in the side of the head, and normally if I was on survival I would have gotten hurt. Or else I can remove this and just place it one over, and it'll still work, and I'll be shooting at the thing. And I'll have an automatic firing rig. Or if I didn't want to keep on going back and forth, I could easily just place a block, put a button on it. And because the block itself is attached to the redstone, not necessarily the button, but the block is attached to the redstone, then I can just blast away with a second delay. And now speaking of delays, I'll try this out and clear this out and put a repeater here. Okay, that didn't work. Possibly has to be in a straight line. Don't hold me to this, but possibly. Right, that's good. And so now, from my understanding, the way the repeaters work, there are 1, 2, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, and 4 different settings you can have, which all counts as a delay. So on setting, I'm going to call setting number 1 the one when the two switches are together. Setting number 1 is immediate, which is all. These are also how you make like the beacons, the flashing lights, which I'll get to later on. So that's number 1, immediate. Switch it once. And number 2, it has a delay. You know, you press it, but you still have enough time to go past, and it hits the wall behind me. And again, number 3 has an even further delay, like I'll watch this way. See? And finally, number 4 obviously has yet again another delay. And so you can just run past it, and it works perfectly like that. I'm not sure how much of a difference there is. I mean, it doesn't seem like a lot. I mean, it might be immediate and maybe like 1/3 of a second, 2/3 of a second, and an extra second or something. I'll just count it up like this. 1, 2. Okay, obviously I'm not doing this by exact seconds, so it'll be hard to tell. And I don't really have a stopwatch handy. But anyway, that's pretty much how you set up traps. And it also a brief explanation on how to work repeaters. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, I never noticed that before. But you see, looking at it from this angle, it's like an exclamation mark. But then you can also see around it there's kind of a triangular marking going around it, which kind of represents, you know, the small, slightly larger, and the kind of full maximum delay. You know, like there's a short, it basically gets wider as it goes out, kind of like a volume slider. You know, like where the small end is like low volume and then it gets like larger, which is the higher volume. Right. Hold on. I might as well give you a visual aid. Obviously I'll replace this again. Oop. Now I'll put wood in my hand, because I didn't bother to do this on the wall. I mean, I know it's way too big, but that's kind of what it's like, you know, the way there's a volume thing where it's low and then it gets bigger. And or also, like, on the repeater it has like the low delay and it gets bigger. So yeah, that's pretty much how it works. I'll just quickly refill this. Sorry if that was way too much of an explanation into those simple little triangle things, but... And now, because I've learned this, that the circuit can't be too short, then now I can go back to this, because this circuit is too short. So now I'm going to go around this way. Oops, that's supposed to be there. And now I'm very close. However, one thing I have learned is that redstone has to be touching it. Oh wait, no, hold on. Redstone maybe has to be touching it at a higher level, so I'm going to put down like a block here. Oops, not a piston. And it'll have to go on top, I think. No. Maybe if I move the repeater. Perfect! Right, now we're getting somewhere. Maybe the repeater just couldn't have been too close to where it goes up. Well, it's like that there. Oops. So in that case, I'll be honest, I have no idea why it wouldn't work before. But the important thing is I got it working now. Sorry if I'm not already teaching you redstone, but I already said that this might necessarily be teaching you anything. But although I'm going to give you this much advice, I don't know why, but I do know that you can't just like have a really short little, 3 redstone thing. You have to make it kind of expansive. And I mean, like later on I'm going to get to concealing your works. I mean, at the moment this is just all on the floor because, it's just a testing lab pretty much. In fact, I might make this place look a little bit more sterile instead of looking like a house, an abandoned house. Maybe I'll use some dynamite and make it look like a ruin. Anyway, that's beside the point. So now, this gets in my way. So I'm going to switch it up a bit. And so, actually, hold on a second. This is stage 1 of concealing. Don't put a stone pressure plate on wood. Put a wooden pressure plate on wood, because you hardly notice it at all. So you're running along, doody-doo. Oh no! Okay, that didn't work. You be running along. Yeah, there we go. And this is what I wanted. It's a trap. Okay, I'm gonna lengthen this a bit. This is like the big, huge, scary pit of death. Like picture lava or it being really deep and skeletons or creepers, whatever the hell in there. And you're running along. Oh no, I got knocked in by this secret trap. And actually, that looks like wood, doesn't it? I don't have planks in my hand anymore because I just got rid of them. So I'll put planks back in my hand. I won't need a dispenser anymore. For now. So, looking at this wall, you can slightly see something, but not if you're running along carelessly. So you're going doody-doody-doo. Oh no, I got knocked over into the big scary pit of death and doom and despair and whatnot. You know what? Saying this is nothing. Talk is cheap. Oops. I'll put that there. Actually, no, I won't. Because I don't want things to catch fire. Basically, it doesn't have to be this deep, but I just want it so that you won't be able to escape from it. And so deep that it won't, set everything on fire. Ah, good old turbo pick mode. Now then, this is very deep. I'll put in lava. Where's buckets? Where is buckets? Oh, here it is. Don't need to use arrows anymore either for now. Actually, yeah, because I've got plenty in the other thing. So I'll put it like here, I think. Hopefully it won't be too deep. And now I'll perfect. Now I'm gonna do that. And so you're running along. Obviously, if there's a big pit of lava, it's going to be more expansive. But then you're running along, doody-doody-doo. Oh no, I got knocked down into the scary lava and I'm going to burn to death because I can't get out of here properly. Ah, I'm melting. See? And this is how it works. So redstone can be used to kill people creatively. And it also is a basic... It's a simple way of using the... Well, it's not simple, but... It's an example of using repeaters for the time delay. Oh no. Okay, hold on a second. I'm going to end this episode here and then, deal with this. Alright, so bye for now everyone. See you later.